Chapter 11, 95. Young, translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Junior, take this move, Lu Hui shouted, a powerful aura erupting from his whole body. He raised his arms above his head. A grand radiance rose up from his body and rapidly condensed into a crescent moon in the air. The crescent moon was thin and long. It was pale white but covered in a gray halo. Good. Elder Lu Hui finally got the chance to use his move, Gray Rock Moon. This move is a well-known method of Lu Hui. That's right. Those that are struck by this move will start solidifying before finally turning into stone. Even their immortal aperture will also be contaminated. Turning rocky, it is a truly troublesome move. Inside Golden Dawn Hall, Righteous Path Gu immortals were discussing, with smiles on their faces. On the demonic path side, Shi Wu Hen was only illuminated by the gray moonlight for several breaths of time before his expression changed greatly. He immediately felt the power of this move and did not dare to be rash as he quickly used an immortal killer move. Strong cold aura coiled around his whole body, ice and frost attaching to his body. The gray moonlight turned the ice and frost to stone, but the ice and frost regenerated themselves. The gray moonlight was unable to penetrate through them and reach Shui Wuhen's body. What? He actually used an offensive killer move on his own body. Amazing! Shui Wuhen handled such a complicated thing with ease. He is quite clever. For the moment, he has blocked old Lu Hui's signature trump card. Go, beat him! The immortals in Chudu's side cheered and applauded loudly. By contrast, the relaxed mood inside Golden Dawn Hall had now completely dissipated, and a bad feeling rose up in everyone's hearts. We are not going to lose to Shui Wuhen again, right? Even Elder Lu Hui cannot hold him down? Shui Wuhen is an unknown character, while Elder Lu Hui is a renowned rank 6 expert. As the immortals talked, Shui Wuhen wore the heavy layer of stone and frost and charged towards Elder Lu Hui. Old geezer, you are so old. What are you doing not resting at home? Just die. Shui Wuhen pushed both his hands forward. Instantly, a wave of snow and frost rose up in the air. The righteous path. Gu Immortal, Elder Lu Hui, had to maintain the gray crescent moon in the sky. His hands were raised as if he was supporting the sky. He could not move and was directly submerged by this wave of snow. Shui Wuhen won. Lu Hui died. Everyone was surprised. They had not expected such an outcome. Before this battle, Shui Wuhen had already won 2 consecutive battles. He was injured and not in his best condition. In the previous 2 battles, he battled against Righteous Path Juniors and could not kill the opponent. But now in this 3rd battle, he killed Lu Hui. The Grand Lu Hui actually died at the hands of a nameless demonic path minor character. Heavens, this is unbelievable. This person might only have rank 6 cultivation, but he truly has rank 7 battle strength. Where did this guy come from? I can't help but think of old ancestor Shahu. This Shui Wuhen is similarly of ice and snow path. He truly resembles old ancestor Shahu when he was young. He is still far from being qualified to compare to old ancestor Shui Hu, but 3 victories in 3 consecutive battles. His name will spread throughout the whole Gu immortal world. Whether it be the Righteous Path or Chudu's side, they were both discussing Shui Wuhen. Zhao Jin, don't put your loss to heart. This is not your fault, but the opponent being too strong. He actually killed Lu Hui. Sigh. Ye Lui Hui Hong consoled the young man beside him. Ye Lui Xiao Jin felt his right arm. His right arm was currently still in a frozen state. His whole arm had already turned black and blue from the cold. The intense chill was even affecting his bones and blood. Ye Lui Xiao Jin felt such pain that after his defeat, he returned to the hall and had his head lowered the whole time. As for Ye Lui Hui Hong's words, he did not seem to have heard them. Ye Lui Hui Hong saw this and sighed inwardly. You are still young, but this setback will be beneficial to you. This shame will make you try harder. Who can say what will happen in the future? Maybe your future achievements will be above them. The main thing is to not lose the confidence in yourself. As he thought of this, Ye Lui Hui Hong gazed at Shui Wuhen, who was standing alone in the air, and then at Nian Er Pingzi, who was unable to stay still. Can I go fight now? Nian Er Pingzi impatiently transmitted his voice to his senior, Nian Er Yifang. However, Nian Er Yifang shook his head. This person has won 3 battles. There are many injuries on him, and his state is not at its peak. If you kill him, it would be nothing extraordinary. But if you can't kill him, it would instead weaken your prestige. Moreover, the other side is not foolish. Why would they let Xue Wuhen continue fighting? Sure enough, the next moment Chu Du spoke, withdrawing Xue Wuhen from the battle. Nian Er Pingzi snorted. Even if he does not battle, I will go up. He won 3 battles. I will win at least 6 battles. Nian Er Pingzi rose up and bowed to Gong Wanting. I request to go to battle. Gong Wanting's frown relaxed a little. The righteous path, which should have been victorious, was instead defeated thrice by a nameless character from Chu Du's side. This was not only a heavy blow to the righteous path Gu immortals, it harmed their reputation and was also damaging to Gong Wanting's prestige. Gong Wanting knew Nian Er Pingzi was Nian Er tribe's current generation sword child. She naturally had no reason to not permit him. Nian Er Pingzi took the stage and shouted, "Who wants to die?" The rising morale of Chu Du's side immediately stifled. Careful, don't be fooled by this kid's rank 6 cultivation. He can kill rank 7s. He made outstanding battle achievements in the Battle of Iron Eagle Blessed Land. He is also extremely savage, killing multiple Gu immortals. Even old monster Corpse Poison could not do anything about him. He is the current inheritor of Sword Saint Nian Er's true inheritance. He naturally is not ordinary. Chu Du's side was silent. Facing Nian Er Pingzi's challenge, there was actually no one who dared to accept for a period of time. Youngsters, at the moment, each of them truly are fiercer than the other. Chu Du stroked his forehead. Big brother Chu, let me go handle him, Xue Wuhen requested. How could Chu Du permit it? He already saw Xue Wuhen's weak state. Not only were there injuries on his body, many areas of his immortal aperture had even turned into rocks, causing losses to many resources, as a result of Elder Lu Hui's immortal killer move. Relax, I have already made arrangements to deal with Pingzi. Chu Du smiled, assuring Xue Wuhen. Granny Yin, I will hand this battle to you. Chu Du spoke to a black-robed Gu immortal behind him. This Gu immortal with a hunched back was holding a walking stick and had been silent the whole time. Hearing Chu Du's words, terrifyingly bony hands stretched out of the wide sleeves and lifted up the hood, revealing an old crooked face. Hey, let this old woman love you tenderly. Granny Yin flew to the battle and stared at the young Nian Er Pingzi with her turbid yellow eyes, which flickered with dangerous light. What? She is the rank 7 demonic Gu immortal Granny Yin. Chu Du is shameless. Our side's Nian Er Pingzi is only a rank 6 Gu immortal. They are actually sending a higher rank expert famous in Northern Plains. This won't do. Call back Nian Er Pingzi. Nian Er Yifang was also very anxious. Nian Er Pingzi was a future star of Nian Er tribe who was heavily nurtured, and Nian Er Yifang was in charge of his safety in this trip. If he died here, Nian Er Yifang would have greatly neglected his duty. However, Nian Er Pingzi's fighting intent burned even stronger when facing a strong opponent. He howled toward the sky, and disregarding the crazed voice transmission of Nian Er Yifang, he turned into an incomparably sharp swordlight that charged towards Granny Yin. Snowy Mountain, First Peak. Now that I mention it, you need to be thankful to me. Haven't you discovered your cultivation has risen and is going to reach rank 5? Lady Wan Shou said to Ma Hongyun while holding a ball of lightning. Oh, Ma Hongyun shouted madly and hysterically. You insane lunatic! You still want to shock me. You have tormented me so many times. You still want to continue. I don't want this cultivation. Please let me go. Lady Wan Shou sneered. Impossible. She then sent out the ball of lightning. Crack, crack, crack. Ma Hongyun's whole body shook. His eyes rolled over. His mouth occasionally opened wide, occasionally pursed up, and occasionally turned into a shape. But all the time he was shouting, ah, oh, ah. He screamed until the lightning completely dissipated. Failed again, this guy. Lady Wan Shou's face looked extremely gloomy. She fiercely slapped Ma Hongyun's cheek. Ma Hongyun instantly fainted from the slap. Central Continent, Spirit Affinity House. Heavy rain poured down, causing the sky to darken. Zhao Lianyun was drenched, her vision was blurry, and intense dizziness was threatening to make her unconscious. But she firmly held on, using every bit of strength in her body. Although she was an otherworldly demon with memories of a previous world, she did not have much understanding of the upper levels of the Gu world, especially of the mindsets of Gu immortals, whom she had rarely been able to associate with. As far as she was concerned, this was the only way to save Ma Hongyun. This otherworldly demon is indeed somewhat foolish, Li Junying had been observing secretly. Xu Hao shook his head. I also had not expected her to be so persistent. It has already been over 10 days now. Li Junying turned back and looked at her husband. Have you thought about it? Feng Jin Huang can use this to make a countering scheme against us, requesting Zhao Lianyun to give up on contending for the position of fairy, and then she will help save her lover? Xu Hao smiled. How could that be? According to Feng Jin Huang's nature, she absolutely would not be able to do such a thing. These two are still young. Inside a dream, southern border. Ow, it hurts! It hurts! Fang Yuan screamed in pain. Kid, you know pain now? If you had knelt, you would not have had to experience this pain. A middle-aged man with a big beard was holding a goo worm in his hand, healing Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan raised his head and clenched his right fist. Uncle, what are you saying? A man only kneels to their parents, heaven and earth. How can we kneel at someone's order? Even if I die, I won't kneel. Not cherishing life, it seems healing you was completely in vain. I should not have done it. Big Beard suddenly became moody. I didn't ask you to heal me. Fang Yuan endured the pain and stood up, walking out of this tent without looking back. However, he fell down to the ground after taking just a few steps. The intense pain sent him unconscious. When he woke up again, he found he was still inside Big Beard's tent. Oh, you are still too young. Big Beard took a gulp of wine. I have healed half of your injuries, and have left the other half as a lesson, Fang Yuan grumbled, weakly retorting. Uncle, thank you, but I have told you this is not about being young. This is a matter of principles.